This is part 2 of my 12.4, so starting back where we were on the second main meal of the day, and the recovery shake is just going to help speed up the recovery process for the athlete, so it helps reduce the chance of the athlete getting cramps. And yeah, so this will be full of protein and will help the muscle fibers be repaired and rebuilt. So I'll go on to the justification for the day. So I've started the day with high carbs as it's game day, so it's essential for them to have slow releases of energy stored. Um, as well as this, they're going to be drinking water for breakfast to hydrate their body. From the porridge oats, you're going to gain a variety of vitamins and minerals, including iron as well as protein, as loads of different proteins. Um, so some people make porridge with water, however we're going to be making porridge with milk as it'll be a good source of calcium. The first snack of the day, so after breakfast and before the exercise, is nuts, and this is going to give them high quantities of fat, which will give out slow release of energy for the exercise in the day. So also with that snack, there's going to be some carrots, which provides enzymes to help with the digestion process. So it's going to make sure the digestion for the athlete is nice and smooth and will help break stuff down quickly. I've chosen to put this before the exercise as it isn't too much of a large snack, and it means that the athlete won't be feeling ill and weighed down because they've consumed too much during close to the exercise. Yeah, so just lots of hydration because they're going to be losing a lot of liquid due to the amount of sweating they're going to be doing, and the recovery shake will help them re-energize. And yeah, so now going on to week 2. 3 main meals, a normal structure for this athlete really. 2 lots of exercise and 1 snack, which is the yogurt, providing a lot of calcium. Again, so the scrambled eggs, which is for breakfast. Um, this is needed after the match because obviously the day before they had match day, so a lot of strenuous movements are carried out, and this will help repair the muscle fibers which have been ripped or damaged, and rebuild and repair the muscle fibers for the future exercise. So I've chosen high protein sources, and also coconut milk is rich in vitamin Bs, which help convert our food into energy. Yeah, so pasta baked for dinner, high in carbs, and there's broccoli in it, which is high in magnesium, helping lower our blood pressure and keeping our bones strong and healthy. So that was the justification. Day 2 of week 2. Again, 3 main meals, and then we are going to have snacks during the exercise, and then at the end of the day there's Brazil nuts as well, healthy fats, lots of carbohydrates for the exercise, and healthy fats to give slow release of energy to replace the depleted stores which have been used during the exercise. So day 3 of week 2, starting the day with a main meal ready for the circuit training. So the circuit training is 2 hours, so we're going to need a lot of energy, slow releasing energy, so this is given off by the banana and as well the granola. And water to help with the hydration, and that's 0 calories, so we're not using up valuable calories with the water. protein bar and almonds. Almonds have lots of healthy fat. Protein bars, obviously giving a lot of protein for the muscles. Yeah, so we have a chocolate pudding for after the lunch, and I believe that it's important to eat in moderation. So the athlete is allowed a cheat meal every so often, and this is going to be their cheat meal for this week maybe, or this couple of days. So it's chocolate pudding, cream and custard, and obviously there's a lot of sugars and unhealthy fats in there. However, we're also getting a few important minerals, and in the cream there's going to be quite a lot of fat, but as well as that there's a lot of calcium. And anyways, that will be burnt off in the following exercise, because they've got 2 hours of resistance training and they're going to be burning off some of those calories and fats which were produced in that meal. So yeah, the green soup is a light meal at the end of the day because they're going to have a big breakfast the next morning. So the green soup will give them enough minerals and vitamins. However, it won't be taking up too many calories because they don't really need it. So the big breakfast for day 4 of week 2 is the porridge oats, banana, coconut milk and figs with orange juice. I've decided to do coconut milk rather than normal milk, as I'm sure it will say in my justification. Coconut milk has monoglycerides, which helps the body absorb and use energy. Soup is for lunch. It's rather light because the athlete wants to be digesting things quite quickly as they've got exercise, so I don't want meals to be weighing them down and giving them cramps and so on. So day 5 is Friday. I started the day with quite a light snack, which is just a banana, because I want them to get energy. So there's a lot of carbohydrates in this snack and potassium. However, I don't want it to weigh them down. And I want them to start off the day without an empty stomach, because I believe that athletes are going to perform better if they've got something in their stomach rather than just performing on an empty stomach. Smoked salmon, a lot of protein, eggs, healthy fats and protein, wholemeal bread, a lot of carbohydrates, and it's healthier than white bread. Avocado, healthy fats, and orange juice high in vitamin C. Next we have the Brazil nuts, which have a lot of healthy fats, so this is during the exercise, and the Brazil nuts will give a slow release of energy. Then the Mars bar, high in sugar, so it's just going to give that athlete a burst of energy for that gym session, helping them stay on track and keep going. Potato and leek soup. Potato, very high in carbohydrates. However, it's quite a light meal, but quite filling at the same time. So it's going to allow them to digest that as it's in a liquid form. So they're going to be able to digest it quickly, and it's not going to sit in their stomach for ages. Yeah, so we're going to go on to the next day now. So let's just go through the justifications quickly. So complex carbs, a lot of energy. Coconut water, it's better than normal water to hydrate because it's low in sugar and calories, and it's giving them electrolytes, which are replacing the salts that are lost in the sweat. So yeah, everything else has kind of been mentioned before. So so back to the pudding for that day. It's chocolate pudding with cream and custard. However, the pudding has been included to ensure the athlete isn't going under the recommended daily calorie intake, because I don't want them to lose weight. I want them to maintain the weight. So if they're not getting as many calories as they need, they're going to be losing the weight, which I don't want. So yeah. Anyway, the next day, they've got a lot of protein and healthy fat for breakfast, sorry. 3 main meals of the day. However, they're not doing as much exercise, so I haven't put any like snacks and stuff in that much. They're not drinking that much water, however, it's been supplemented with orange juice, Lucozade, protein shake, green smoothie, frappuccino. However, there is some water in there too. A green smoothie is really good because it's providing the athlete with loads of minerals and vitamins. So yeah, if they're not getting as many vitamins and minerals and snacks, they're going to be getting it through their liquids. So this is my final day, and this is their final game day. So this is another game day. So they're going to be doing like 150 minutes of exercise, I think, which is actually quite a lot. So 3 heavy meals and just 1 snack. However, the meals are large and they're going to be getting all the calories that they do need in these meals. So an oat cereal, high in carbohydrates, bananas, complex fat and potassium, wholemeal bread, healthier than white bread and lots of carbs, and low fat yogurt, which is giving them some fat, however not too much, and also filling calcium. So the energy bar I think is essential because they want that burst of energy, which will be given at the beginning of the game, because they have obviously 2 hours of a warm up and a match at 11 till 1 o'clock. Lucozade is an isotonic drink, and so here I'm just going to explain it in the justification. So yeah, this athlete is going to be needing so much energy on this day as it's their final game day and they want to be putting everything into this match. So orange juice is the first hydrator of the day, providing lots of sugar. The snack right before the day is energy bar and a protein shake. So I want her energy levels to be reaching their peak so she can get onto the pitch fully energized and performing to the best of her ability. And the protein shake will be helping when the muscles energy is depleted and yeah, they're feeling a bit achy kind of, and their muscles are kind of hurting. So protein shakes can also help deliver amino acids to the muscle cells and help them recover. I want to ensure that this is happening pre-workout as well as after, because after the strenuous match, I want her to consume a recovery shake, and this is so that she doesn't tighten up straight away and become really stiff, and this will limit cramping. So a large meal happens at the end of the day to replace all the energy that we've lost throughout the game, and water is then used to keep the athlete hydrated and healthy during the recovery session. And this is also going to help, so the hydrators are going to help keep them on their toes and keep their reaction times up. So a review of the 2 weeks. I am overall happy with what my diet chief has planned because I've managed to maintain the weight of the athletes on the lead up to her big game. That was the main aim of the athletes, so that's perfect. The total daily energy expenditure were in proportion to the calories consumed, which was essential so the athlete didn't gain or lose weight. If I did this diet plan again, I think I would reduce the amount of food that they were eating before a game down to nothing, because I don't want that athlete to have cramping or stitches throughout the game. Yeah, so I would also change the liquids. Within training, I would always give them Lucozade because it's an isotonic drink and essential salts are lost. However, then with the main meals, I'd give them athlete, as I don't want my athlete to my athlete water, because I wouldn't want to waste calories on liquids when they could be getting more out of food. That was my 12.4. Thank you.